Yeah, how do you feel about just going on this first Big Ten road trip?
I'm excited, honestly. My whole career I've been in the Pac-12, so just going on a road game in the East Coast, like closer to home, is different, and I'm excited about it. I mean, the flight is going to be long, but I'm just excited to get the season started in the Big Ten.
Flights and the time change, the time zones, like is that a thing or is that overblown?
I mean, I think it's overblown. I mean, I'm from the East Coast, so every time I have to go home, I mean, I don't have to necessarily play basketball, but every time I go home, it is a long flight. But I mean, I'm kind of used to it, so I don't think it'll make that much of a difference.
What are your thoughts on just this past week, the Illinois game, Maryland, and how you guys responded, and just kind of how it prepped you for this for the rest of the season?
I mean, that was a weird week. I mean, obviously the way we lost to Illinois wasn't the way we wanted to play at all. But this the sun came up the next day, and you got to practice, and then here comes Maryland. Maryland's not gonna come in here and feel sorry for us, so we had to dig in, and it was really a good check for us, and we got it done last night. So it wasn't the end all be all. We just we lost at home. It happens, but we bounced back.
I feel like you guys have handled the physicality of league play now.
I think we're embracing it. The way the games are being officiated is different. I feel like it's more physical, and it's. I think it's good for the sport, and I think we're getting used to it as a West Coast team.
What was it? Just what's it like watching Jackson have a game like he had yesterday when he's basically hitting every shot he takes?
Yeah, I mean that's the Jackson we all know, right? Like the way he plays, and he plays with confidence, and he's always like probing, always looking for good opportunities for himself, but the team as well. And yesterday was just a good example of what he can do in Big Ten play.
You really picked up your three-point shooting this season. Just practicing it that much more. What's gone into that?
Just confidence, obviously you said practicing, but with practice comes confidence, I feel like. And the coaching staff also encourages me to shoot the good ones. And I feel like when my feet are planted and I can see the rim, I mean, I feel like it's a good shot for myself and the team. So just confidence, I would say, is the main difference or improvement.
Point of obsession for players is I realize in the NBA threes are the name of the game. When there's so few players though nationally, Keith, who are shooting that well,
Right.
as one of them who is, why is it that so many players want to just jack up threes all day when there's a very, very, very low number who can actually shoot?
Uh,
35, oh, 45%.
I think it's mainly because of the way I think Steph Curry's changed the game. Honestly, the people that really shoot threes are the guards, and I feel like now it's like threes or layups. And just that's how the way like maybe the game is played now. But I try to just focus on taking good ones, and since I'm good at it, obviously like it helps. But I think the reason why we're seeing a lot of threes now is just the way the game's changed over time. Uh, yeah.
On that kind of same note, Dana talked just a few minutes ago about the team needs to play better defense against the 3 point shot. What kind of goes into that?
Just discipline, honestly, like trusting our closeouts. Yesterday I fouled two 3-point shooters. That was not my best moment, so it's definitely something I need to work on. But just the discipline of like closing out. Depending on who we're guarding as well. Every not everybody can shoot the three, but for 3-point shooters specifically, if you got to run them off or anything like that, just working on just knowing the scout report. I feel like knowing the scout report is at least 50% of playing defense. Honestly, even more. So yeah,
When Bomba's kind of going through the shooting struggles that he's going through, how can the guys around him pick up the slack and help him?
just giving him confidence. I mean, I feel like he doesn't even lack confidence or anything like that. Everybody goes through stretches. It's not just him. Everybody's like trying to figure out what we are as a team in Big Ten play, and I think he'll be just fine. If he just keeps working. He's a hard worker, and that's something you need out of a senior guard like him. So he has that, and I feel like he'll be just fine.
You had a chance to look at Ohio State at all just yet, or
Mm. No, I actually have not watched a game of them this year at all. So, I mean, we'll probably watch some film this week before we head out. So I'll see what they're like, and I'm excited to go on the East Coast, man. It's first time playing ever at Ohio State, so that's gonna be a nice environment.
What do you do on those long flights? Are you a sleeper?
Kinda. I listen to music, and sleep. I have a couple like iPhone games that I like to play if I'm distracted or anything like that. So it's all right.